I know y'all are probably curious where this short lady came from with 4 kids and a huge husband over there. I was born to a single mom. She had me when she was 6 months pregnant. I weighed 2 pounds. I had a hole in my heart and 1 lung. I was flown to another hospital where the doctor said I wouldn't make it through the night. My mom drank real bad. I seen a lot of bad things. She was real abusive to me growing up. And I ended up places because I thought nobody loved me. My mom met my stepdad when I was 3, and at 7 years old, I became his daughter because he adopted me. What a great gift that was. My parents smoked really bad in our home, and I was picked on a lot in school. I became depressed at a young age, dealing with my mother and kids at school. I still prayed and went to church with my friend Heather. Her mom always came and picked me up and would take me to church. But I always wondered where my life would end up, not having anybody to really lean on. Because even though we have God, we still need a physical person. He sends people in our lives. I didn't really have that. So when I was 15, I got a job at Kentucky Fried Chicken. I worked there for 10 years off and on. During that time, I became pregnant with a beautiful baby girl who I named Angelina. I bounced from home to home, friend to friend, the whole time while I was pregnant because her dad didn't want us. When I was 19, I ended up homeless. Me and my baby slept in my car. My mom didn't want me coming back home, and my dad gave me a key and said, "You can come by, take a shower, and eat, but you can't stay here." So I ended up working in a strip club called Baby Dolls. I also worked at the Joker, and I was sucked into that life. Oh gosh, did it suck me in. It was like a black hole. Wouldn't let me go. But even in a place like that, God protected me. He protected me from the drugs that I seen. I never, still to this day, I've never touched a drug. He loved me in a place like that. I was also battling being a victim of domestic violence at the same time, but I still looked up to God. But I'll never forget one day in December of 2006, a group of women came in with gift bags and had all kind of goodies, but most importantly, a Bible and a handmade blanket. I went to the back and I cried. And I said, "God, I promise when after Master's Week I'll leave this place. I won't ever look back." I kept this blanket all these years, and I searched and searched for the women that gave me this blanket because I wanted to thank them. went through having cancer while being pregnant with my son Owen. The doctor asked me to abort him at 17 weeks to save his life, save my life. But I made God a promise and I kept to it. And even though I left there crying, I didn't want to leave my 3 babies behind and a 4th one for my husband to raise alone. I had Owen August 14, 2012, and he was healthy, and 3 major surgeries later, I'm here. And on February 8th, 2015, I've been cancer-free for 2 years. Even though this is just a touch of my story of a life of pure hell and pain, and I'm still in a bad custody battle over my 3 oldest children, I can say God is with me right where I am. When I'm crying, he catches my tears, and when I'm alone, he carries my fears. I ended up coming to this church thanks to my cousin Samantha and my Aunt Tanya, and I know it was divine and God's part to bring me to the place that saved me from my hell of working in a strip club and bouncing from man to man just to feel love. A few weeks ago, when I saw the blankets being made for the Broad Street ministry, it hit me like a ton of bricks and I cried. I showed me Angie after I told Christy about it, and we couldn't hold back the tears, and she hugged me and she said, "You are my fruit." I said, "Yes, ma'am." I asked God to send me something, a push, a sign, or something to get me out of there, and he sent me you. Glory be to God. Who knows where I would be today? God's love is the only love that filled my soul from the heartache and pain from abuse, being molested by my mom's ex when I was 2, rape, the clubs, drinking, and loads more. If you think or feel no one loves you, God does, and it doesn't matter where you are in this life, he will love you. He loved me in the strip club, and now he loves me in the church house. He can love you on the streets or in the dope house. Never believe the lies of the devil. We are all God's children, and he loves us all the same. One is no better than the other in his eyes. Thank you for your love, support, prayers, and your time with me.